All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. You see, we got the Nomad Defense Company box looking real nice, sitting right in front of us. We're going to go ahead and pop the top and get straight to the contents and see what this Nomad Defense Company frame is all about. Let's get into it. Got some nice Nomad Defense Company branding on the inside of the box. I'm very appreciative of the attention to detail there. Now, because I am a responsible firearms owner, I do want to call very detailed attention to this warning label that we have here. Now, over to the right side, you'll see 11 items listed. Of those 11 items, you are going to see all of the proper rules of firearm safety as they are and as we should all know them. And then you're also going to see some very good tips for gun storage and traveling with your firearm as well. So even if you are an experienced shooter, I still recommend taking a look over this because a refresher never hurt anybody. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and put this lovely warning label on standby. Now, back in the box, we have an attention card, which is essentially going to let you know the parts compatibility for the Nomad Defense Company Nomad 9 frame. And we're also going to have a very high quality Nomad Defense Company decal. This just might actually make it on to the world famous ammo can. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to the goods, right? So we're going to go ahead and pop this thing out, man. And I'm going to tell you the quality of this is just out of this freaking world, man. It's next level. It does come with some additional back straps in here. You get 3 back straps in total. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this box on standby as well, and we're gonna get straight into the frame. So here we are with the Nomad 9 frame in hand. Now I'm gonna say straight up, this thing feels so good in the hands, yo. Like, oh my gosh, this thing is perfect. It feels phenomenal. Yes, I am kind of fronting like I didn't have my grubby little paws all over this at the gun shop. Now, one thing I'm going to say about this is that it does not feel like an 80% frame. Now, a lot of you experts are going to say, well, it's not an 80% frame. Well, obviously, but the only difference between an 80% frame and a completed frame are the fact that this already has the holes drilled and it already has the rails in it. As far as how the frame feels itself, whether or not it's 80% doesn't have any bearing on that. So I'm speaking strictly to the quality of the frame as opposed to whether or not the frame is actually complete. So what I'm saying is that this thing feels like it's really built like a gun. It doesn't feel like a gun that I need to work on. It feels like a gun that's already ready to go, and essentially all I need to do is drop my lower parts guts in there and it is ready to go. Now let's talk about price, right? So this is the version that comes with the aluminum backstrap and the aluminum mag well. Now this is going to run you $269. Now that may sound expensive, but again, understand that the reason 80% frames cost what they do is because you're doing basically that other $100 worth of work. You know what I mean? Like that's real life. That's why 80% frames are cheaper, because you're basically charging yourself $100 to do the work yourself. You know what I mean? So bill you anytime you're doing 80% lower, right? So this is going to be $269. Now you can get this without the aluminum back strap and the aluminum mag well, and just get the regular polymer backstrap and no mag well, and that's going to run you $199. Now when you say $199 versus $120, $130, $140, $150 for 80% kits, now we're kind of in the realm of the same ballpark price, because with 80% kits you typically do have to purchase an aftermarket mag well. Now we're kind of getting into an apples to apples discussion, and when you're talking about $199 for something that is perfectly completed versus $130, $140 for something you're going to have to do yourself and potentially mess up, now we're talking about something that might be worth the money, yo. But in any event, man, this is just a quick overview. This is not an in-depth review, but I am again gonna harp on how good this thing feels in the hand. This is a serialized lower, so I did have to pick this up at my local FFL, which I personally have no problem with. I have plenty of unserialized guns, so having a couple of more serialized guns in the deck isn't really a problem to me. I am going to be dropping some guts in here and putting that upper on there real soon, so we're going to get back to this very, very quickly. Thank you very much for your time. This is just a real short overview video. Come back, check in, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video with the homie.